this weekend here at St. Mary's, we kind of extended the celebration of the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary. The feast day, of course, was on Saturday, but the Assumption, Our Lady under the title of her Assumption, is the patronal feast and the patron saint of our parish family here at St. Mary's. So we as a parish celebrated the Assumption on Saturday as well as Sunday, so we didn't have a chance to hear the readings in the Gospel that the rest of the church had the opportunity to meditate with this weekend. So I figured it would be a good opportunity just to take a brief moment to go back to the Gospel that was proclaimed throughout the church for our meditation. From the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. At that time Jesus withdrew to the region of Tyre and Sidon, and behold, a Canaanite woman out of that district came and called out, "Have pity on me, Lord, Son of David. My daughter is tormented by a demon." But Jesus did not say a word in answer to her. Jesus' disciples came and asked him, "Send her away, for she keeps calling out after us." He said in reply, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." But the woman came and did Jesus homage, saying, "Lord, help me." He said in reply, "It is not right to take the food of the children and throw it to the dogs." She said, "Please, Lord, for even the dogs eat the scraps that fall from the tables of their masters." Then Jesus said to her in reply, "O woman, great is your faith. Let it be done for you as you wish." And the woman's daughter was healed from that hour. As a priest, it's a great gift and a great blessing. One of the many blessings is when I encounter people in passing, sometimes before or after Mass, sometimes even in a restaurant, which happened to me last week. People will ask, "Hey, Father, can you pray for me? Can you pray for this person or that person?" So many people in such a short amount of time in my priesthood have approached me and entrusted to me their loved ones, or perhaps their own suffering, their own pain, their own needs. And it is a great privilege for me to be able to intentionally offer those prayers, those needs, those burdens and sorrows to the Lord. It's a reminder to me of the need that all of us have, this natural desire in our hearts to bring our needs to God. We hear of the woman in this gospel who does just so, and it's interesting what happens, right? The disciples wanted to send her away because the disciples themselves, those who were supposed to be Jesus' closest friends, were kind of judging her, had their own ideas about her. And Jesus breaks through those conventions, or breaks through those judgments that the disciples make, and reveals to them, to the disciples, and also to us, the truth of his power, the truth of his love for us, the truth of his presence among us, and his desire to hear our cries, to hear our prayers. So perhaps this weekend, in the midst of our celebration of the Assumption, of the celebration of Our Lady, I didn't want the fact of the truth of this gospel to go unnoticed and unrecognized. And perhaps we can find those moments, those opportunities. Perhaps you yourself have come up to me or to any of the priests here and entrusted your prayers to us, and know that we are praying for you and with you. We don't want to send you away, and we bring your prayers to the Lord, but also to perhaps recognize the people that do need your prayers, maybe the people that you do think about and occupy a place in your heart and on your mind, or perhaps maybe those people that you haven't thought about that could also use a prayer. Together, all of us, as a parish family, as a church, as sons and daughters of God, have the great gift that Jesus is among us. Jesus desires to hear our cry and to heal our weary hearts.